They say that a man who is tired of London is tired of life, but I'm not sure that applies to Walthamstow, with its endless street market, its media types, and its ageing hipsters. One day, I headed out to Epping Forest, the closest thing Essex has to a wilderness. I was ambling along, entirely lost in my own thoughts, when I realised I was not alone. Something made me turn. Perhaps a sound or some ancient survival instinct, but I found myself looking at something entirely impossible. The figure must have been 8 foot tall, and it was entirely covered in hair. It could have been an ape, but it moved more like a man, and it was moving towards me. I ran and ran until I arrived at a pub, one of those craft beer joints I've been trying to get away from. I almost bankrupted myself buying a pint, but I needed it. I must have looked as traumatised as I felt, because the barman asked me if I was okay. I told him what I'd seen, and I was expecting him to laugh or tell me I was mad, but he just nodded and directed me to a back room. There, I found 4 Tibetan Sherpas playing pool. They didn't appear to know the rules. I apologised for interrupting and repeated my story. They stopped their game and invited me over to their table. They explained that they were Yeti hunters, newly arrived from Nepal, and showed me a photograph they'd taken of a Yeti footprint. They offered to buy me another pint if I showed them where I'd spotted the Yeti. I was reluctant to return to that benighted spot, but the beer was extremely expensive, so I agreed.